Hello everyone, I cordially welcome you all to another video from the Python tutorial series, and in this video we are going to learn what are global variables in Python. So without any delay, let's get started. The variables which are written outside of any function and are thus accessible from anywhere in the code are called global variables. The global keyword in Python is used to declare a global variable from within a function or to change the value of the global variable. Okay. So basically what happens, any variable which you declare outside the scope of your function are global variables. And if you declare variables within your functions, those variables are called local variables and are local with respect to the function. Now if you have a global variable and you want to change the value of that global variable from within your function, you can make use of this global keyword. Soon in some time we are going to see how we can do that. So enough of theory we have done. Let's go to our VS Code and understand by an example. Welcome to VS Code. Now here we have created our Python file 5.py. Okay. Within this file we have created our global variable language and assigned a string Python to this. Okay. Thereafter we have written a function call language. And within this function call language we basically print function : we are learning and the name of this language, and finally we are calling this function. So in case you are not sure what are functions in Python, so like any other programming language, functions are basically a block of code which can be called anywhere and utilized. Function basically helps you to prevent writing a similar piece of code multiple times. Rather you can write a function, write the repetitive block of code within it and call the function wherever you need. Okay. Now what will happen if I run this code? This call language function will be called and it will print function we are learning and language. Now with respect to local there is no language. So it will see this language as the global variable and it will print function we are learning Python. Okay. Let's run the code and see if we are correct. So see, it is printing function we are learning Python. Now for an instance, let me introduce a variable which I should say a local variable which has the same name as that of the global variable, and in the local variable we stored Java. Now can you guess, if I again call this function, what should it print? Should it print function we are learning Python or should it print function we are learning Java? So if you are not sure, it will print function we are learning Java. The reason is, now if I say language, it will first see the variable which is local to it. So it will print function we are learning Java. See, it has printed function we are learning Java. Okay. Now for an instance, let me write another print statement outside the scope of this function. And why I am writing like this way? I am writing like this way because now I should see whether when I make language equal to Java, does it tampers with the global variable language. Okay, so if it tampers, in both places we should see function we are learning Java, global we are learning Java, and if it doesn't tamper, we should see function we are learning Java, global we are learning Python. So let's execute our code, and as I have said, this language equal to Java does not tamper our global variable. Rather, it is creating a separate local variable which has the same name as that of the global variable. So it is printing function we are learning Java. So here language is basically Java, which is the local variable, as I have commented out here. And outside the scope of this function, if we use language, it will be our global variable language, that is Python. Now in some situations it might be possible that you want to tamper or change the value of the global variable from within your function. How do we do that? We can basically do that using this global keyword. So when we write global language, we basically say that this language is basically a global variable. And then if we say language equal to Java, it will not create a separate local variable language and assign Java to it. It will basically change the value of the global variable. Now if I run the code, you will see function we are learning Java and global we are learning Java. We will not see global we are learning Python. The reason is it has tampered the value of the global variable rather than creating a separate local variable. So if I run the code, see, previously we got Java and Python. Now we got Java and Java. Okay. So this is basically the gist of this video. We can create global variables outside the scope of these functions. If we create variables within that function by same name, it will create local variables using that same name. It will not tamper the global variable. And if you want to change the value of that global variable, you have to make use of this global keyword, write global and then the variable name, and after that assign a new value to the global variable. Okay. I hope the concept of this video is clear with you. In case you face any doubt, you can post us in the comments, and also I will post a link of our blog in the description section. You can go and check it out. Okay. Let's go back to the slide. I hope you found this video informative. In case you like the video, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We are going to bring more videos in future. For any queries, doubts, suggestions or feedbacks, feel free to post them in the comment section. We are going to reply. So thank you for now. See you in the next video. Bye.